my friend here, Andy, is going to teach us how to make potica the old-fashioned way. Now, why don't you grind a little bit? And Andy, why do you want to grind the walnuts? We're using walnuts.
You want nice, loose walnuts, not packed like a baseball and tight. You want them nice and loose because we're going to need it to spread over the dough.
So basically, what you don't want is your walnuts are kind of oily, and what you don't want is you don't want them to clump up, especially in what we're making. And so this is a perfect tool. Now they don't make this tool anymore, probably for reasons. They do. Yeah. But probably because if you get your finger stuck in here, it's not gonna end well for you. But there's however you want to do it. Okay, there are some blenders that. What are you drinking there, Andy? Huh?
Don't use a blender; it'll turn it to paste.
So depending, yeah, he said not to use a blender. So let's show how this thing works, and then we're going to show you. This is what we call the day before. You can't make potica the same day. It's too much.
How long did it take us to do that?
These bags. We're gonna do today. What we're doing is we're doing 6 pounds. Now, we bought these. It was a good place. Was your grocery store, I guess. Okay. And Andy, explain to him what you do before you buy one of these. And this is a little trick.
I make sure that we don't get a lot of dark black pieces in here. So these are very nice. You did a good job.
So show. So
you did a good job. Yep.
So you look for what?
You're looking for nice light colored. But really, the trick is to taste it. Of course, in the old days, my aunt would just taste these. But if they're sweet and not bitter, they're good to use.
So here's what we're doing. These are bitter. And if you look through when you go through these, you want to take the black ones out. So these are bitter.
Plus they don't look good in your potica when you grab it and you see big black chunks inside it.
They don't look good, no. And you know what else? There's another trick. Whenever you empty a bag, we got 2 bags left to go. Okay, whenever you empty the bag, there's some dust on the bottom of the bag. And you see the dust right here? There's a little bit of dust. And if you want to grab that dust, not a good idea because it's wood. It could be a little bit. This is
from the shells.
From the shells. Some of this is wood. So this is going to be our throwaway pile. And maybe we'll throw it outside for the squirrels. I don't know, do squirrels eat these things?
Nope.
They don't. And so we're preparing. Let's do a little more grinding, and then we'll show what else. There's 2 things you do the night before, and we're gonna put this all on cold in the refrigerator, and we're gonna. I'm trying to take pictures here.
You're making a mess.
I'm making a mess. Yeah. Okay.
Right. Go to the raisins.
Okay, go on. Do one more drill.
No, go into the raisins.
Okay. All right. So here's another thing we're doing. We bought a bottle of rum. Now, I'm a Slovenian sheep guy, so I bought Mr. Boston imported rum. This whole bottle of rum has to be put into the raisins because we're going to mix raisins.
It doesn't have to be, but it makes a very nice potica when you have aromatic rums with a raisin rum taste.
So exactly as Andy said. So this is 1 full bottle of rum and 3 boxes of yellow raisins. I will tomorrow in part 2 provide the actual ingredients in the comment section. Okay, so this is tonight's work. We're gonna make that cold in the refrigerator, and we're gonna do 6 pounds, 3 boxes. And by the way, this really needs 48 hours of dosing. So I started this much earlier. Okay. Hey, thanks for coming on. I see some people we're making potica, Slovenian potica, and we're going to give you the ingredients later. I mean, it's going to get pretty complicated tomorrow. We're going to do some crazy stuff like take the rinds off of oranges and lemons, and we're going to be using honey, and it's going to get fun. It's going to get fun, and we're going to make probably 9 or 10 of these things.
And freeze them.
And we're going to freeze them. So right now we're on our
last bag.
We got 1 more bag left, and go ahead, Andy. Show them how it works. This is an old-time grinder, and the reason we like it is because it's fluffing it, and that's what you want. You want to kind of fluff. In other words, you don't want it clumped, and you want to put it in cold. See how that is? The last thing you want is to make a ball out of that because that messes up when you're cooking it and mixing it with flour. And we're going to do some crazy stuff tomorrow with flour and rolling it on
You don't mix this with flour. You make a paste.
we're going to make a paste. And so we're going to finish up here because I got to get back to work. So that what you want to do is when you buy walnuts, look at these. And if there's a lot of black stuff in them, mixed in them, they're going to be bitter. Don't buy them. And look for ones that don't have as much black. If you cook with them, take the bitter out. Don't take the bottom of the bag because there could be wood from the nuts. And then
they turn nice and
you
white.
want it, and whatever type of system you use, make sure that it makes it like this, so it's nice and fluffy.
And if you got too much, you can make cookies.
You know, and of course, if you like he said, and another good thing is we're gonna have a little bit left over. We're just gonna freeze it. It'll be for banana nut bread or something like that. So hey, I want to thank you guys for coming on. This is gonna be part 1, Potica. Tomorrow we're going to actually show you the crazy stuff, how to do it, and we'll probably do a final one and the final product.
And you need pans and other tools, you'll see.
And we'll get in all that tomorrow. So, hey, thanks for coming on. Please rate and subscribe. And in the comments, I'll provide a few links.
And Happy New Year.
And Happy New Year. Today's the 31st. We are celebrating New Year's.
2 hours from today.
The bars close in 10 minutes in the United States. It's 10 to 10. And so we're not going out.
You better get out of the bar at 10 o'clock because the COVID's going to be running in there at 10:01.
COVID comes out at 10. In America, COVID comes out at 10 p.m. Remember that. So get in your house before 10 o'clock. Hey, St. James, thank you. Happy New Year, my brother. Hey, we'll get together one of these days.
Making the nut roll.
Tomorrow, we're going to do part 2 of Potica.
Which is the nut roll.
The nut roll. It's called the nut roll. It's going to be Slovenian style. And sorry if the screen's shaking. I'm not using a tripod. So you guys have a happy, safe New Year's, and we'll see you tomorrow on the 1st.